I want to talk about love just to give some back. I'm not going to go super deep into my situation because it's still kind of fresh and relevant. Stuff's getting figured out. But just I want you to understand that I genuinely believe that I experienced love with another person for a good amount of time. Uh, like truly, like I think that we were in love with each other and we loved each other very much and experienced this love, and it showed. Um, we're no longer together. They're no longer in my life. Um, I've processed it to the extent that I think I'm comfortable talking about it. I'm comfortable people knowing. I mean, people do know. I still get a little bit weirded out because some people still don't know in my life, and it's like weird to say situations like that. But all that's besides the point. I just wanted to give some context where I want to talk about love in the sense that I see a lot of unfortunate thoughts and opinions on love when people get heartbroken or situations like maybe mine occur where it's like, wow, that sucks a lot. Just to be very clear, I was heartbroken severely, but what I really wanted myself to understand is that I enjoyed that love while it did last. And it's hard in the moment to be like, yeah, be happy that it happened, not that it ended, or in that sense, like be happy you got to experience it in the first place. Some people don't ever get to experience true, genuine love. And it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of what my biggest issue is there's a lot of people, or guys specifically. I do see some girls kind of get at this too. When you go through a situation where you're separating, or maybe you get cheated on after X amount of years, or I don't know, God forbid, like your partner passes away. There's a lot of examples and situations where you can feel immense love and that love be kind of ripped from you in a sense. In the more general sense of like a relationship ends, right, and someone feels wronged. A lot of guys I see, and like I said, some women, but I'm a guy, I can't speak for women. A lot of guys I see, this kind of ties into the male loneliness thing. They get this terrible feeling, right? This heartbroken feeling, and they think, wow, women are cruel. They think women, don't know how to love. They don't care about me. No woman is going to care about me because this woman I trusted so much with everything in my fiber to be with me to the end has no bearing, and just flip the switch like that. I think it's very important that when you're going through a phase of recovery, let's say, that you just be grateful and you start to appreciate a lot of the little things again. At least that's what happened for me. I just became super grateful for my life, not like living in a sense, like I'm not, a depressed person by any means, but you start to look at a lot of things like just in general, people out in the world, and you like I saw relationships, I saw couples, and I wasn't upset. I thought, man, that's beautiful. That's good for them. I know what that's like. That's awesome. I hope they're enjoying it to the fullest extent. I don't know what the thought process is for guys that do that kind of spiral out of control and think, like fuck women, all this, blah blah blah. Like I'm never gonna like trust another one again. They're all hoes. They're all whatever. It's that like Andrew Tate red pill mindset. It's just sad because I know like you can be all the masculine of a man you can, and experience love and love that feeling of love, because it's so beautiful when you get to share an experience with someone, even if it doesn't last. You got to do it. It's just like if you go on a roller coaster, the experiences last very short, but are you really like crying and upset because it ended? No, like you got to experience it. It was very enjoyable. It was fun. um it's not the same thing, and there's a lot more connections and events and feelings that go on, and some men don't learn how to deal with their emotions when they grow up. Personally, I didn't either. I had to learn as a person, as a guy, to deal with my emotions and be okay with it. I'm very thankful for the friends I have, for the family I have, that help me be the person I am, because without them I am not who I am. So stupid, but it's so true. Some guys kind of don't have that support system, and I think that's the biggest struggle. is they don't have the support system, so they go down this doom spiral of like, well, nobody cares about me. I can't deal with my feelings appropriately. So fuck women. Love isn't like a real thing. Like blah 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 blah. What I really want to express here is that if I'm reaching out to guys here in the sense that no, I've felt this feeling. No, a lot of guys have felt this feeling. You're not alone, and the feeling will pass. The pain will pass. And you just have to be in the thought of, well, I thought that was love, right? In my head, I thought what I had was like intense love, like to the end. So guess what? Like in the future, what is the love going to feel like when I know that person, or not know, you'll never know for certain, and that's what I've learned to understand, is you will never know for certain if that person is staying or leaving. It takes two to tango, and you just have to be bought in because that's your job. It's on you. You can't be scared to be bought in. If you're scared to be bought in, you're never going to see what comes from the process. But when two people genuinely buy into each other and they uh, forfeit their selfish ways and indulge in each other, something very beautiful happens and they experience true love. And that true love isn't all, it's not that feeling of like, oh my God, I can't wait for her to text me back because we're having such a good conversation and it's like the honeymoon phase. It's like, no, like true love is just that I know when I get home, no matter what I did wrong today or how shitty of a day I had, or no matter how good of a day I had, this person that I lay in bed with every single night is going to love me for me, who I am, who I'm going to be, and we're going to make each other better people in the end. I don't know if this video is making any sense at all, but I think it's very important in today's age that guys, guys especially, not give up on love. Love is beautiful. I'll, I love love. It's so amazing to be in love with someone, and I am just so grateful I got to experience it. It is sad that it ended. It was a lovely relationship, but love comes and goes in a lot of different shapes and forms. I'm just excited to experience what might even be 10 times more of what I thought love was. And I hope that this message makes sense. And if it gets to anyone and they rethink their ideas of feeling some type of negative energy towards whoever because of past experience and they change their ways, that's perfect. And that's the goal, because I think we should all strive for love, and in the end we all kind of deserve it. We all deserve love. I love you all, and I hope everybody loves everybody.